Well, Coach, in a few months' time, snow will blow just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears.
We play to win. Let's go.
Set up. 8, read.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Hey, wahoo!
Right, check. 59. Crunch time, defense. Check 55.
Block now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go option to the short side. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Shoot, shoot. Kill.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Safe.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Lucky. Check 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On 1st down, it's Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They'll run here with Lindsey as they've got it 2nd down and 12. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keeping the short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd down. Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Go! Hey, Delta!
They'll go for it. It's locked. And that is going to be incomplete.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
51's the mic. Get in the weight room.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
2nd down, here's an option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Parker, the intended target. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Block now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go, let's go!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Murray with a third and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
20 up. 80 weapon.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Sit up.
Tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gator.
Ricky.
Another run by Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 40-yard line. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented him from maybe going all the way.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check safety, check safety.
The 26-yard line.
They'll go again with Lindsey. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Check it.
A give, running right, Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Locke to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 32. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Let's go. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Offense also plays an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On to punt as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They try again with Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Check, check, 43. I'm coming. Check out.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Everyone got 4 down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Edwards, a man who went undrafted out of Rutgers, signed with the Ravens, and last year as a rookie, very productive. 718 yards in only 11 games played. 300-yard games in the second half of the season. All of them victories, really helping propel the Ravens into the postseason. Also had better than 5 yards per carry. Quite a start for the Staten Island native to his NFL career. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Let's go, defense.
Jackson from the shotgun. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there.
Got it. 43. Mike's 43. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Let's get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson gets this one to Hill. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Hill. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And facing a very tough 3rd and 19 here after both of those running plays went backwards. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A good pickup there, 7. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Don't let 89 go deep.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to... There you have it. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Snead's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Jackson on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, they set up the screen to Hill. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt. Looking
for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. Pass incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw again is Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Arizona, performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it.